What do you think of a half mustache?
Uh, you know, I did this, walked in, my girlfriend did not notice. Perks of being a blonde, I guess. But yes, bit of a lighter video today. Not, feeling all that philosophical. I've just started doing something that I think is a lot of fun and is kind of cool. And if you haven't done it, it's just so easy, and you should do it. And it's making bread. I never tried making bread before. It's just like the easiest thing in the world. Assuming you have the unbelievably complex parts like, an iron skillet and an oven. But, most people tend to have those nowadays. I started making bread and it's really cool. I have like this 20 kilogram sack of flour that I bought at Costco, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with. I just know I really wanted that sack of flour, and so I had this flour sitting around, and I found a recipe. You can make bread with flour, water, and salt, and you don't even need the salt and yeast, I guess. But you get some dry yeast, and then it's a few cups of flour, like half of that in water, and then 2 tablespoons of dry yeast, 1 tablespoon of salt, and you have bread. And then the crazy thing is, you let that sit for a bit. But then the crazy thing is that you can add stuff to it. You can start playing around, and I don't know. I just it's something new that I've been trying that I find a lot of joy in, and it was just purely on a whim. And it's been something fun to do that didn't involve being on the internet or spending time on my phone or computer or anything. It's just learning how to make really good bread, and I've made like I've been averaging like a loaf of bread a day since I started, and my girlfriend is loving it because she likes the bread, and it costs like pennies to make, so saving us some money too. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share. I started making bread. I think it's really cool. If you should try making bread, or if you haven't ever had the urge to make bread, why not try something else? Like sushi. That's easy. Trying to make sushi. I've never done it, but my girlfriend tells me it's easy. You know, or try to build a desk or a table. Like every time I've done these things, like I built the table that I use for my stuff here. Like I'd never built anything before, you know. But it's a lot of fun. It's fun to try. It's a good time to try to do something, to make something. I'm really proud of all the stuff I've ever made. Even though it wasn't that good, it was always such a good use of time for me. I made a bookshelf, and I look at it all the time and think, wow, that's such a good bookshelf, and I made that. It's like a constant source of pride. I think when I get my own house, I'm gonna try to build all my own furniture. It's so much fucking cooler than buying nice furniture, in my opinion. I'm sure my girlfriend might think otherwise, but she can have her room, I can have mine. Mine can be all built, the sweat of my brow, the blood of my hands. But anyway, that's all that was on my mind today. I started doing something, making bread. It's really simple, and it brings me a lot of joy. So, if there were to be a broader moral implication to all of this, it might be try something new. Try something new, and maybe just give like 2 seconds of thought to something new you could try instead of um, immediately just jumping onto your phone or talking to your friends in your spare time. Not that those are bad things to do, but it can get really repetitive and mundane, that's for sure. Anyway, that's all. If you like this sort of joyful interludes in my content, remember to like and subscribe. And leave a comment. What was something that you started doing recently that brought you a lot of joy? Or maybe just something you started doing in your life that you're still doing because it brought you a lot of joy. How did you decide to do that? Let me know. Have a good night. Talk to you next time.